the city's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris Boswell to kick
Ball
off.
is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. D.S. Cridge to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that down into success one final time.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Third and long, they're going to throw. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive. Taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
All set to go now from the 35. Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Motion the tight end over. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Open way too much on that one, Bob. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
2nd down and 10. Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Looking for somewhere to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush and came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Facing 4th down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal units. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. The kick by Patterson is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's wiped from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense help with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, They seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rogers. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, here's Rogers. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete to Malik Washington. 10 yards on the pick.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it on 2nd and short. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd down carry for A-Chain. Has some daylight through the 40. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
1st down. It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Miami.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Eric Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. It's Cox, he's got Washington. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now. Here's a screen for A-Chain. And this one doesn't go far. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. And play brought to an end by the former Dolphin. There's Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the gun on third, Tagovailoa. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Facing fourth down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal units. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. The kick by Patterson is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
30-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Counterplay here, Warren. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 22 out of that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Throw complete to Thielen. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Catch made by Austin. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Again, Rodgers. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
2nd down now. They need 7. Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first.
17 yards.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
First down now, ball at the 33. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa again. Hits him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6-yard gain on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Riley Patterson to try this Dolphins field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Patterson is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Run for Warren here to start the third. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Jason Marshall on the stop. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Dolphins going to counter with a dime package here. 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
The ultimate team sport still has so many times games within the game, individual battles, and right now, they don't have an answer for this guy. It may be time to turn the line to Chip to find some way to protect the quarterback.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Secures this at the 17. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. He dodged the tackle. Has a hole left, room to run. The 40. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All right, two in his offense, going for two here.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
They'll try it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for two, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Steelers nothing.
You know, this game can be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
They'll bring out the punter here, and he'll try to hit this one well. And he'll have his fair catch right along the 25. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is complete to Waller. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
24-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Achane up the middle. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Dolphins control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Achane again. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The tight end in motion now. Going to the ground again on first. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's 2 on the keeper. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. They run the counter to H.M. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Taken down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There's a give for Wright. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Keeps himself upright. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 24-point ball game.
Steelers, nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers offense headed out. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Now bring the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. That heater is going to fall to the turf. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from the 43. Rodgers will look to throw. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Almost the completion of the wrong team there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now Rodgers on his third and short. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing fourth down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Desperation time here. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Has it down close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Rodgers has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's in. The two-point try puts this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game.
24, Steelers 8.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.